All right. Is this your first real interview live?
No.
No? You've done this before?
I have.
Well, welcome to the show. So, bass fishing, first year for ETBU. You've had 4 tournaments this fall. Tell us how the team has been doing so far.
The team's been doing pretty well, given that this is our first season for the team. We started off at Pine Bluff, and then we started. Then we went to Bull Shoals. Then we qualified on the Washita River in Monroe, and then our most recent tournament we just got back from was Washita River, Washita Lake. Sorry, it's been great. We're rotating the guys in and out, and it seems like everybody we put together does a great job being on the water, because being on the water for 8 or 9 hours together is a little rough.
And there's a lot of Wachitas in Arkansas.
Yeah, there is. There is.
So, talk a little bit about your sponsors and what they do to help your program here at ETBU.
Okay. Some of our big sponsors and all of our sponsors have been extremely helpful with product or support. Support on Facebook, Instagram, etc. Definitely want to thank Skeeter and Yamaha. We wouldn't be on the water without them. They've played a huge role in our success. They have a great product and a great company to work with. Diamond Sea Trailers out of Mount Pleasant. They manufacture custom trailers, gooseneck, bumper pull, anything. Pretty much anything you need, since it's custom. So they've been a huge supporter of us. We got Costa sunglasses. We have Temple Fork Outfitter rods. Their office is based out of Dallas. The guys over there, they put out a great product in all aspects. They just here in the past few years, they went from just fly fishing, and then they went into conventional fishing. So they went into the pro circuit, and it's really helped them. And now they're getting into the college circuit. So their rods are great product, great company. Fishing Frenzy out of Shreveport. The guys over there, they support us and provide product for us, and in every aspect, support online on Facebook, Instagram. They are a tackle supplier. They provide anything from boat lights for the deck of the boat to reels, rods, anything of that nature. They provide it. We have Kick and Bass fish attractants. They reached out to us in regards to supporting the team, and pretty much with that company, you have your garlic smells, your fish smells, crawfish, etc. And that's something you dip your baits in. Then we have we've got High Seas Fishing Line. High Seas Fishing Line. They have sponsors on the pro circuit, and they're kind of going into the college circuit. Great product, great line. We have Lowrance. Lowrance is our graphs or our fish finders. For everybody that's old school out there, it's our fish finders are basically our navigation, and you can. If you didn't have those on a boat, you'd still be able to go places, but that tells you the depth and anything you're looking for out there. Let me see. Fishing Frenzy, Diamond Sea, Skeeter. We got V&M. V&M is a company that's connected. They're pros that they contact, such as Cliff Pace. Cliff Pace plays a big role in Temple Fork Outfitters, V&M, and High Seas. And V&M provides soft plastics, jigs, swim jigs, spinner baits, etc. The guys over at V&M have great products, and they've been a huge player in our success in these past 4 tournaments. Some of our other sponsors, Rod Armors. Rod Armors is basically a rod sleeve, and all it does is protect your rod from It won't protect it from closing in your tailgate, but or a fan, but it'll.
Is that
it'll,
from experience?
Yes, absolutely. But it will protect it from banging them together and everything of that nature. So.
Wow. Needless to say, there's a lot of people helping out ETBU
Absolutely.
bass fishing.
Absolutely, it's so popular in this area, and you know, being able to have a sponsor like Skeeter, and being able to drive around in those boats are a huge player in our success and in our popularity in this area.
And that's pretty good for a first-year program to have all those sponsors.
Absolutely, we've been extremely blessed with Skeeter's generosity and again their support for the team.
That was going to be one of my questions. We'll talk about that right now. Just talk about that partnership with Skeeter and how big that is for a bass fishing program.
It's huge, especially I came from another university that had a bass fishing team, and we also had a boat sponsor there. But being able to pull up to a tournament with 4 ETBU wrapped boats, I mean top of the line performance boats, is huge, and that relationship with Skeeter, as far as maintenance goes, just their product and pretty much anytime we need help with anything, I mean they're there, and they play a huge role in our success and ongoing success in the future.
So 2 weekends ago, you had an FLW Qualifier in Arkansas. First time ever, first year. I mean, how does that feel to have a qualifier in your first year here at ETBU?
It's great. The 2 guys that qualified, we recruited both of them, and just from their past and their experience in the high school circuits, both of them work well together. And to be a successful team on the water, you have to work off of each other. You can't have one guy doing this, the other guy doing this. You both have to agree on it. And I think those 2 guys do it. They're probably one of the best that do it, just because first of all they like each other. And like I said before, being 8 or 9 hours on the water together, you can't go anywhere other than
you have to like each other.
Yeah, you have to like each other. So, but to answer your question, it's extremely blessed, and again, like I said, our success on the Ouachita River, it wouldn't have been there without our sponsors. We wouldn't have been able to excel without our sponsors, and the coaching that I did for those guys, these guys come here knowing how to fish and knowing how to match the conditions and the water clarity and everything like that. I make sure these guys have the confidence when they get on the water, because third tournament ever for a school and fishing against 136 boats. These guys are freshmen. They're fishing against guys that have fished this river for 4 or 5 years. These guys are. They're great guys. I love them, and they did a great job just all the way around in that tournament. I was talking to them after the tournament, and their practice day was rough, like it was for everybody else. It was tough, and it was going to be a tough tournament. And when they came in and they weighed in, I had a pretty good feeling they were gonna be in the top, just because of all the other teams that were coming in.
So you've traveled a few times. How's your team out on the road? Are they fun, serious, laid back, play pranks? How are they on the road?
One of the biggest things is all these guys are college guys, and I like to have a good time with them. All the guys are fun. There's during the practice days, everybody jokes around and everybody laughs and everything, but tournament morning, it's all business. You can tell the guys that are nervous. You can tell the guys that are there to compete, and you can definitely tell the guys that are have the confidence in the morning and confidence in their abilities and in their practice day. But I'll give you an example. This last tournament on Lake Ouachita. Booked the hotels, or not the hotels, the cabins. Lady at the cabin tells me it's sleep 6. we get there and it probably sleeps 6 children, not 6 grown men. So we had to get comfortable. We had to get comfortable with
You
that.
really got to know each other.
Exactly. So with that, all these guys are brothers, and they all of them love each other. They might not like each other all the time, but all of them love each other.
Makes for a great story to tell later on.
Absolutely.
So, what has been, with all this said, what's been the most impressive thing this year about your team?
Exceed my expectations. Coming to ETBU and being that this is the first year of the program, and even starting from our first tournament, having 2 teams in the top 10. I think their biggest thing is their knowledge of the sport and their passion to enjoy the outdoors. And we have one guy on the team. He's a volunteer firefighter for Harrison County. He played a big role in a kid's life. It was a sponsorship tournament. We took a boat out there, and it was a kid that had cancer. And these guys, they love people. I mean, just a fierce love for people, and a love for kids, and just sharing the sport of fishing and everything with everybody else. And if you talk to anybody that fishes, they'll talk to you forever, because bass fishing is huge in the East Texas area, and it's but to answer your question, I mean, these guys have exceeded my expectations over everything.
So, looking at recruiting, why would somebody on the high school circuit, want to come be a part of the team here?
So, like I said before, our Skeeter boats. If you fish college tournaments enough, you will be able to see that ETBU is extremely blessed with the opportunity that Skeeter has given us. And I get guys that are seniors in college that have a semester left, and they're asking me to come here, and it's for that, and it's to be on the team, and it's to be a part of this team, and you can, if you go to any of these tournaments, you can see the guys that fish out of a flat bottom. You can see the guys that fish out of a fiberglass boat, and that's our main draw here is our resources and our opportunity that our sponsors have given us to represent their companies. So as far as high school recruits, I get a lot of contacts and a lot of people reaching out to me in regards to the team, and a lot of it is the school, and it's the opportunities that the school has for them, and that's what every parent that I talk to, that's pretty much what they say. They say, my son's coming here and they got bass fishing, and it's kind of unheard of. I mean, it's getting huge now in the high school circuit and the college circuits, but it is increasingly becoming more popular every year, and it's a great place to be.
So I'm going to combine this last question. What's your favorite fishing spot, and then what do you do to relax?
Favorite fishing spot. My favorite, I'm going to say favorite lake. My favorite lake is Lake Fork in Emory. And what I do to relax, I like shooting guns. And if that has, skeet shooting, target practice, whatever, it doesn't matter. I do that a lot. I play golf, stuff like that. So if I'm relaxing, I'm outdoors pretty much.
Nice. Well, Cam, thanks for talking to us today. Your lunch with Ledyard. It's good to get to know you a little bit. And who are we bringing in here